Here are the horoscopes for the week of the 28th of March to the 3rd of April 2016. We had a lot going on over the last couple of weeks, so the skies are fairly quiet this week to give us a chance to assimilate all that we've been through and all that we've learnt and to find the deeper meaning. So there are a couple of aspects coming up that we can work with. There may still be a bit of tension, but that's all good because we just need to carry on and let the dust settle and regroup ourselves and get into a space of more power. So to begin the week we have Easter, and Easter is a resurrection process which has been taken and then ritualized across various religions, but the essence of it is that we go through a 3-day process where we die to the old, we clear ourselves and we're reborn to the new. So Monday the 28th is very much about that resurrection feeling, whatever's been stripped away, whatever we've had to let go of, whatever past we've had to release, that's all gone now, and we've gone through the process of just holding the space, and now we're into that rising up energy. So there's a very positive feel to the beginning of the week where we can rise up, stripped back but reborn, and brighter. We can shine more brightly because we've lost a lot of the density. So that for me is the true meaning of enlightenment, where your natural bright light can shine more brightly because you're not covering yourself up with programming and belief patterns and behaviours and attachments and all of the density that's been built up over centuries. So a really powerful beginning to the week, which is good news because we have gone through 2 very intense eclipses, and I haven't met anybody that hasn't felt that on some level or another. So it's the new year, it's the beginning of the zodiac cycle. We've stepped from Pisces over into Aries, and it's been a bit elongated this year because of those eclipses, but now we actually do reach that fresh energy and that new year point. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, just enjoy the space that you've created. Practice running the light through your body, practice shining your true essence as brightly as you can, and that should all be quite fun. It's a sense of excitement because we've let go of so much. What is that space going to call in now? Because whatever we're transmitting, we receive on that modality back. It's all about the electromagnetic wavelengths. So we've created so much space, there should be a sense of potential and excitement as to what can come in as a result of that. In Tarot, the Fool card is resemblant of this time of year. We pack very, very lightly and then step into our new future with our head up and faith as to where we're going to be leading ourselves in this new journey. By Thursday we should be starting to see the new shoots coming up. The seeds that we've sown back in September are now starting to actually come through the soil. So we should have a sense of a little bit more purpose and direction as we start to see the evidence of those seeds sown. The shoots start to appear and realise that that is actually something that we wanted and something that has nurtured under the soil and is now starting to come to fruition. So there's a sense of new life and magic in the air for Thursday. Because we have let go of so much, there's now a sense by the weekend of really tuning into what we actually want, what we actually care about, to clear some of the busyness and the routine and the obligation out of the way and to start living from a different place. So there's a sense of prioritising, because often we'll prioritise the things that we think that we should be doing, the things that we've got to do, the workload on our desk, the issues at hand, and they can be a big distraction from that quiet moment where we reflect, what is it that I actually want? Where do I actually want to put my energy, and where am I heading in this new year? So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, there's a sense there of tuning back into what really matters and to aligning with that. There are a couple of squares in the chart this week, so it's not all plain sailing, but we can learn a lot from these. So a square aspect in astrology is when 2 things are at odds, but we need to honour both sides of the equation and then find the happy medium. So there's a feeling here of setting boundaries, because we have given ourselves over maybe in the past to prioritising other people or obligations, responsibilities first. Now if we're not going to do that, if we're going to change our behaviour patterns, then we do need to know who we are and where our boundaries are so that we don't fall into the same old routines. So we have Jupiter in Virgo square Saturn in Sagittarius, and this will be an expand and contract kind of a feeling. Jupiter in Virgo saying, okay, where do you want to expand into? What seeds are you going to sow for the new harvest year? And what do you want to actually put your energy to, what you want to grow, what you want to work on day by day, what matters to you. But like I say, not being too busy, not being too planned and logical and pushing forwards with that, just allowing that seed time to grow. And then Saturn's going retrograde in Sagittarius, saying, well, at first then go back into yourself, go back into the seed of yourself and see what you're nurturing in the heart level, because it's not a time to plan and push forwards in logic and rational thinking and doing. It's a time to actually take that journey inwards and get to the core of what really matters. We also have Pluto square Uranus still. That's coming out of its big square, but there's a lot of energy up there near Uranus with the Sun and Mercury as well. Square Pluto. And this has been a big story over the last few years of breaking down and deconstructing in order that we can break free. So Pluto in Capricorn, breaking down anything that was holding us back, anything that wasn't supportive. And then Uranus, and like I say, with the Sun and Mercury up there as well, having those fresh ideas, having that vision of how we can do things differently and how we can then manifest our reality in a brand new and visionary way. But throughout the week as well, we have a helpful element which I spoke of last week, which is Jupiter in Virgo trine Pluto in Capricorn, and a trine is a great harmonic. So this is where we do get to realise our power and our worth. This is where we do get to realise that when we put our energy into something, when it matters to us, when it's at the heart level, then that's something that we can begin to build and grow on. So we're building new foundations now. We're actually building from a place of what we want, what our soul essence is, rather than all the things that we thought that we should have been aiming towards in the past. So like I say, there are some energies there, some necessary frictions that we can work with, setting boundaries. Now that we're lighter and brighter, we need to make sure that we actually have some structure, creating firm foundations and being able to actually put into practice, leaving the old behind and stepping into the new, the bright and the new zodiac year with vision and with excitement. So it doesn't feel too intense, but once we've gone through eclipses and once we've gone through intense weeks, there is a kind of feeling of, okay, I'm going to be tested now. Do I mean it? Am I serious about where I'm going to put my energy? Am I clear in my vision? And am I going to actually put that into practice? So this is a week that's fairly mellow, fairly resurrectory, that bright light shining through, holding that clear space, but now we actually start to be able to build upon that, to create a world full of meaning and value for us in our true integrity and our core strength. So those are the horoscopes for this week, and I'll see you next week. This is a great time to engage in a new course of study, and I do find that if you learn astrology with the zodiac cycle, then you're actually living each sign as it happens. So while the Sun passes through Aries, and especially while Saturn, the teacher, is retrograde in Sagittarius, the higher mind, then this is a wonderful time to embark on a course of learning astrology. We can walk through Aries, we can meet Aries people, we can meet the energy and feel it, and then next month we can walk with the Taurian energy. And if you learn astrology over a year, then you'll find that it's actually very intuitive, because we're talking about those energies of the different months and the different seasons and what happens in the world around us and how that is a mirror of what's going on inside of us. So if you'd like to engage with the beautiful art of astrology, then I have a private Facebook page where we post our charts up and we can learn as we go along, or you're welcome to come for a reading or take one of my courses where you get notes and a video and email access to me to ask questions. So this is a great time of year. There's a sense of huge potential, there's a sense of being able to put ourselves and our active energy into something of great worth and learn as we walk around the cycle of the year. So for any of that, please do contact me, zoehind7@gmail.com.